In this tutorial, I'm going to show you what you need to do to cut out your board, that is, to remove it from the surrounding copper. So, from the end of the milling process, the mill would have returned to its home position. Now, what we're going to do is go to the mill menu and do a tool change. So we select tool change. Then, we're going to remove the pointed tool from the mill in the same way as we removed all the other bits, making sure that we have the set screw located. Grab the tool with the tool grip, then turn the set screw counterclockwise, carefully remove the bit, and since this should be your bit, you can put it wherever you'd like. Perhaps you'd like to cover the point with a little piece of tape so it doesn't bang up against anything and get dull. If you've done a board of any real size, then this bit will probably be dull and you will probably need a new one. However, just for doing this small board that I've done, this bit still has a lot of life left in it. So I will keep it. Now we're going to go back to the contour router bit, that 62.5 mil contour router that we use to drill large holes. I'm going to remove that from the case, and we will insert that bit in the same manner that we've inserted the previous bits. Get that pushed all the way up with the tool grip. Turn the set screw clockwise until it stops. Now we will reset the milling head so that it is more like the drill bit. That is to say, we raise the pressure foot out of the way till it's about a third or a half of the vacuum tube up there, just so it's well out of the way. And if you push this head down, you can always see how far the mill head will be allowed to go, and in that way you can make sure that that pressure foot is out of the way. Then we'll make sure that the bottom, the point of the contour router is even with the bottom of the vacuum tube. And then, if you kept this piece of tape that came from this right corner, that'd be great. If not, just get another piece of tape. Tape is inexpensive, board material is not. So, and then we will retape that right corner before we forget to, because since we will not be using the pressure foot, we will need to make sure that board is held down. Now we can press OK to return to the home position, and we'll see that our contour router bit is loaded and ready to go. Now we will go to the mill menu. We'll select Run Layer, and we will select the isolation that we created for the board outline file, or the PLC file in this case, the 62.5 mil isolation layer, and we will run that layer. The mill will come out and ask for the bit. Since we've already set that, we don't need to set it again. This should say contour router. This should say 10 inches per minute. These should have already been set in your tool page before. Everything looks okay. We will push OK, and the mill will now proceed to cut out that layer, which is the outline of your board. And you may be able to see here that there is quite a bit of fiberglass dust generated from this process, since the bit is actually cutting all the way through the board and into the backing material. So just allow the mill to do its work. If for some reason this router bit should break in the middle of the process, you can just replace it and rerun the process, and that will cut out whatever it missed. Once that is done, the mill will return to its home position. Your board is now cut out of the surrounding copper. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to clean up the mill. That is to say, remove your board, remove the rest of the material, deburr your board, and clean up the mill for the next person.